So here at the Ultra Music Festival 2012, we're here with the one and only JES. How's it going?
It's going very good.
So we actually interviewed you a couple years ago, and I know right now coming out great new album, lots of collaborations. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, there's a lot of collaborations actually. It's funny how you do them at a certain time and they all sort of come out at the same time. But yeah, I have a lot of songs out. I have a collaboration called Flying Blind with Cosmic Gate. I was just playing at the State of Trance tonight. It was trending. It was going crazy. That's coming out on April 2nd. I have a new track with Barry Corsten called In Your Eyes, which is a beautiful track. So I'm very excited. That'll probably be a little bit later in the year.
And you even redid a song by The Cure, didn't you?
I did. A song called Love Song, which is one of my favorite songs.
Even 311 did it pretty good. Yes.
Actually, that was the one I think before mine. But I was surprised. It did really well, and it was sort of new to our world, and it's amazing how well it did.
So do you really stay pretty much on the cusp of all music, stuff that you like? Like I know last time you did a great rendition of Pink Floyd, so.
Yeah, I know. It's always hard to do covers. Like you've got to do them justice because Pink Floyd, The Cure, it's hard. You want to do it. You know what I do is I don't listen to them. I try to do it from memory and mood and sort of. So I kind of give it a little spin and hope that it comes out good. And I think those two came by. But I do try to not do too many because I want it to come out really good.
And I also another name that we didn't mention yet, and we've interviewed him. A great guy. I think he's a musical genius. Is BT. You have a couple actually.
Yes, and we have a couple more actually. You just reminded me. Yeah, we have a song. It's funny because you never find out what's going on until BT tweets, and he was tweeting the other day. He was working with Tidy in the studio on a song called Tonight that we wrote last year, and another song got to be on the lookout for called Letting Go. And it's a great song, and we have a couple. So I have a couple more with him. We had Every Other Way, and we had The Light and Things, which I did tonight, and Every Other Way actually.
Is it tough? I've always wondered, as an artist, do you have to stay to the changing times, or do you have to stay true to your own sound? Like, I've noticed it's gone from trance to house to dubstep. The scene's usually all over the place, as you know. Do you almost have to morph a little bit, or do you want to always stay true to yourself?
I think that the song is really where it originates. So as long as the song is true to who you are. I mean, my personal taste, I like a lot of different things, and I tend to change a lot. You know, I love progressive house, and I love dubstep, and I love melodic trance at times, you know. But I think staying true to yourself is you're always going to win. But I do love a good beat, and I do love, certain styles, and I do try to listen to things, and go in directions that inspire me.
I noticed another one you're teaming up with, and it's got to still have a special place in your heart, which kind of brought everything up a notch, was Motorcycle.
Yes, no, actually it's funny because we did our first show in a very long time together at Marquee. I'd say about 3 or 4 weeks ago, or maybe a month ago. So, we had a very special connection, and I always sing that song. It's a very big song, and it's always going to be special to me. So, but we always talk all the time. You never know what we're going to do.
Have you chosen any for a possible video that's going to come out, or?
For all these songs, or which one? I've actually been making videos, a lot of videos. I have a song called It's Too Late. I actually made it on the iPhone recently with Allo Clip. It's a it's a 3-way lens thing, and it's amazing what you can do these days. If you don't have any money and you need to make a video, you've got to check it out. It's amazing. We also just shot a video in Vegas 3 weeks ago to Flying Blind, Cosmic Gate. We'll be making one to Turn It Around with Robbie Rivera, which has been a really big track this Winter Music Conference. So that's gonna be coming out too. And I have my next single that is out in Europe, is coming out in America. It's called Can't Stop. with Russ.
Do you get involved? I hear it seems like every other night's a new singing competition show. Do you kind of see all these up and coming singers and say, wow, or?
I would never want to go through that, man. That is like crazy. Some of the stress, I get so stressed out watching those. I do this thing every once in a while, and they make me watch American Idol, and I'm like, oh my God. I mean, I think the voice is kind of cool that you can't see the person, and it's the voice that's making you want to turn around.
I don't think you would get judged unfairly, let's be honest.
Hey, I don't know if I could just stand up there and do what these people do. I mean, they're judging you on many different things that aren't even, I don't know, they're judging you on a beautiful voice, but there's so many things that make you love somebody.
Well, there was one thing with BT did a thing with Blake Lewis, so
I love Blake.
Yeah, so you never know. Maybe there is something fitting in with you.
I talk to Blake all the time. I love him. He's amazing, and he's someone who's gone through all that. And I love talking to him about that time to get the insights of it. But he's on fire. He's doing so much stuff. He plays so many instruments, and he's incredible.
Yeah, a couple of years ago when he came on, I think he had some violin, a guitar, and
he plays drums. He plays everything. Yeah.
So, anybody you haven't collaborated with yet that you just love his music and would love to team up with?
Oh, well, I mean, I just love anybody that inspires me, really. I mean, I love
anybody in particular.
Again, it would be great. I love Swedish House Mafia. I love, there's.
Who just came on stage with Little John and the whole crew.
Love Little John. Yeah, we were just talking about him just a little while ago too. Yeah.
So, definitely, what's some of the going-ons that people can find out on Planet JES? Do you pretty much keep it all informed with your videos and music and everything else?
Yeah, it's funny. I'm actually reworking my website right now, but Facebook is a lot, which is facebook.com/JES page. It's my page. And also my Twitter is big, official_JES, planetjess.com. I'm also working on officialjess.com. I update them all. I keep track of them all. But I'm always on them every day. So you can ask me a question. You can get to me very easily because I'm around.
Do you pretty much always kind of try to find different things for inspiration to keep writing?
You really have to, yeah. Because when you're writing so much, you need that. And I don't know. I'm always walking around with really wide eyes and ears and my pad and my iPhone and everything because I hear something great or I meet somebody. People are the best because they are sort of like become a muse and you get attached to people in their lives and you just see things. I think life is very inspirational in general. So
one of the greatest things I love, and especially on a couple of your albums, is when someone takes one of your tracks and then you see these unbelievable remixes, whether they're breaks, whether they're a deep trance, and is that amazing when someone can take your song and just completely change it but still keep the core of the song too?
I think we're very lucky in that sense because a lot of times when artists or Main Street artists, there's a certain version which is great to go with, but you're getting a whole different production. Sometimes it's that production that's going to take that song to the next level. So instead of it just being a remix, it's sort of like a whole new life on the song. So I think in our world it's very, very important,
So just for the fans, where do you go from here? Are you going to continue to tour? Any big events coming up soon? Or?
Yeah, we got a lot going on. We're going to be in San Diego, San Francisco. We're going to Hawaii. We're going to be in Australia and China, New York, Philadelphia. There's a lot of things. You got to just go to my website, and I'm always posting Reverb Nation artists data, planetjess.com, jesslive.org. You'll even get my touring. Yeah.
And any dates that are firmed for videos or singles coming out for people to look for and pencil in those dates?
Yeah, definitely April 2nd, Flying Blind with Cosmic Gate. The video's coming out and all the single remix package. We're also doing a video for Turn It Around with Robbie Rivera, and that's going to come out in some new remixes. Then Ferry Corsten's going to be more in the fall. And Summer Can't Stop.
So this album's going nowhere but up.
Yeah, you got to keep on going. It moves fast and you got to move with it.
thanks again. I appreciate it. We're here with Jess, and it was a honor and privilege interviewing you, and we look forward to seeing you again. So
Thank you so much.